So I found a great recipe for shelf-stable banh mi pickles with carrots and daikon radish, and I'm going to share that video with you today. Hey Pioneers, since many of you know that my dream in life is to escape the city and live in the middle of nowhere with probably an acre for a cow and some chickens and a really great garden. I love gardening, as I'm sure a lot of you have picked up by now. I'm thinking that I'm not going to be able to find the types of foods that I really love in the middle of nowhere. And the number one thing that you're going to have the hardest time finding in the middle of nowhere, especially in the middle of the country, is a great banh mi sandwich. And I love Vietnamese food. I think it's amazing. And preparing it at home is the best way to get this cuisine if you can't find it in your local market. So first you're going to go ahead and julienne the carrots and the daikon radish. Then make sure that you clean and sanitize your jars. Mix the liquid ingredients with the sugar and salt for the brine, as well as the ginger. Now we're going to put a star anise at the bottom of the jar. I found that using pickling lime is really helpful for maintaining the structural integrity of the vegetables. They don't get as slimy this way. Bring the liquid to a boil and then add your daikon and your carrots directly into the pot. Bring that bad boy up to temperature. And then carefully put your pickled vegetables directly into the jar, making sure not to lose any by using a really great canning funnel. Once you've got all of the vegetables in the jar, make sure that you use that canning funnel to put the brine directly in, and then cover with your lid, and then make sure that you turn the ring to finger tight. Place all of your jars directly into the boiler. You're not going to need to pressure can these because the acidity level is high enough. Make sure that the water level is high enough though, so that way you are completely submerged. I had to add some extra water to mine, but make sure that you get enough in there. If there's a little bit more than you need, it's okay. And then cover it. Once they've cooked, pull them out and leave them alone for 24 hours. This will allow the seal to properly click into place. I love that pop. So now that we've got our pickles out of the way, we're going to go ahead and focus on how to put together a really delicious beef banh mi sandwich. Now this is not traditional by any means. This is just how my family and I really enjoy it. So I hope you do too. Now slice up your jalapeno, because who doesn't love a little bit of spicy with their savory? I like to mince my cilantro. Add a little bit of oil to your pan. And these are the ingredients that I used. They don't have to be the same ones for you, but this is what I have available in my house. I added a little bit of soy sauce directly to the shaved beef, some fish sauce, as well as a little bit of sriracha. Now make sure that the beef is cooked all the way through. Now slice the bread. I liked a nice baguette from the grocery store. I'm not that great of a baker yet, but I'm still learning that skill. So I sliced the baguette from end to end before removing some of the insides to make room for all that delicious meat and veggies. Add mayonnaise. I usually like to use Kewpie, but all I had in the house was Duke's, which is a good substitute. Now add your beef directly into the bread, making sure that it's well dispersed. Add your carrots and daikon radish directly in. This is basically your condiment. Toss on a couple of those jalapeno strips, and then cover with that cilantro. I like to wrap up my sandwich in foil before I eat it, just so that way I get that feel. But I also think that it really helps to really marinate all the flavors together. Unwrap the foil and slice that bad boy in half. Watch out for your thumb. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? I like to use Maggi seasoning just because I already added a bunch of soy sauce directly in, and this stuff is delicious and adds just a little bit of unique flavor. So good. I could eat 1,000 of these. So we decided that we needed at least one more recipe to make this video work. And well, since, we both love tacos, and I've had banh mi style tacos before at a Vietnamese restaurant in Portland, I decided that we would try to make our own tacos. I'm pretty sure tacos are not indigenous to Vietnam, so I feel like this is an acceptable substitute. Just like with the banh mi sandwich, we wanted to add a little bit of spice to it, and I used one of these peppers out of my garden. I wasn't sure what they were, but as it turns out, they were banana peppers. Make sure that you slice your pork nice and thin before tossing it into a frying pan. I added lemongrass, cumin, and garlic directly to the pork. However, you can marinate it, and that will probably make the flavor even better. Now toss that pork directly onto your hot tortillas. Next, we threw some thin sliced green onions, followed by some leftover cilantro from the night before. Now for the gold. Toss some of those pickles on there. They add some really lovely flavor. And we topped ours off with the rest of those banana peppers. Don't these look delicious? So I really hope you enjoyed this and that you're willing to give it a shot and try to make the banh mi pickles. You can find the recipe in the Ball Complete Home Preserving book. It has been a fantastic resource for me, so definitely check it out. You can find a copy on Amazon. It's not too expensive and you will get a lot of use out of it. As you can see, this copy is very well loved. Make sure that you hit like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.